A Fox 13 investigation uncovers a problem for hundreds of public officials here in Florida. They have racked up fines for not following the state's financial disclosure laws. Fox 13's political editor Craig Patrick has been calling them for weeks to find out why.
A former Expressway Authority member is headed to prison.
I'm very sorry to the public at large.
Convicted of taking bribes.
He is the former Florida Republican Party chairman.
Creating a shell company, hiding his partnership in that company.
Florida is corrupt.
In Florida, politicians have joked about holding public meetings in jail.
Theft, fraud, money laundering.
Florida leads the nation.
Public corruption permeates every level of state and local government in the state of Florida.
Florida has a serious problem with corruption in government, from the waves of scandals to, on average, 5 federal convictions a month for the past 10 years.
Voters should not just take this lying down.
That's why state law requires public officials to report their personal finances, so voters can look for potential conflicts of interest and help keep them honest. But we found many still keep us in the dark by reporting late or not reporting at all.
Our Ethics Commission doesn't have the teeth it needs to enforce the law.
The Ethics Commission does fine those who don't comply, but look at the list of ethics fines our elected and appointed officials are facing from last year. From local code enforcement boards to the governor's administration and staff to the people who nominate our judges. And that's just the start.
I'm taking it's probably something I've made a mistake on.
We called dozens of people in Central Florida facing ethics fines, and Mark Lombardi Nelson is the only one we could find who agreed to meet with us.
It's a mistake that I've made, whether it's sending them to the wrong place or the wrong person or something.
He was appointed to the USF Board of Trustees as a college student and is trying to fix his mistake.
I'm not going to have that problem, and I'm going to be off that list in the very near future.
But while this former student takes responsibility, we discovered more than 370 government officials have ducked their fines for years, in some cases more than 10 years.
To read it's mind-boggling.
Badr El-Amin runs a St. Pete suit shop surrounded by parking meters. When he gets a ticket, he pays.
Paid them all. I had to pay them all.
But those 370 politicians and officials don't pay, even after the Ethics Commission turns them over to debt collectors. And they owe more than $485,000 in unpaid fines.
They don't care. It's just simply that they don't care.
Year after year, the Commission on Ethics asks state lawmakers for more authority to enforce the law. And watchdog groups like Integrity Florida say that's how we fix it.
The legislature should go a step further and give the authority to the Florida Commission on Ethics to actually put liens on real and personal property of officials who owe ethics fines.
But that could be a tough sell in the legislature, where we found even a member of the Senate Ethics Committee has an ethics fine.
I need to find somebody who can file these reports for me and make sure that it's done properly.
Senator Jeff Clemens told us his problem goes back to last spring.
It's clearly my responsibility, and what I need to do is get over to the Division of Elections and figure out why I wasn't able to file that properly.
Again, Clemens and Lombardi Nelson were not sent to debt collectors, and they still have time to appeal or otherwise deal with their fines. In recent years, the legislature has expanded the statute of limitations for collecting unpaid fines and has given the commission some more authority to investigate. That list of officials with unpaid fines sent to collectors was last updated on January 31st. Reporting from the newsroom, Craig Patrick, Fox 13 News.